In the Texas Hill Country, especially in Gillespie County, Texas, life before the war was built on neighbors helping neighbors. Families shared wells, traded horses, and worked the land side by side. But when the lines were drawn, when convictions surfaced, when loyalty became a risk, the community changed. Some stood their ground. Some stayed silent. Some paid the price. These are the people the Ridge remembers. Louis Schultz didn't just die. His death ignited the Ridge. It was the moment Unionists realized danger wasn't rumor. It was real. The moment silence became necessary. The moment fear settled into the cedar brakes and refused to leave. Julius rode into Fredericksburg, carrying grief like a torch. He demanded answers. He demanded justice. He demanded the truth about who killed his brother. In his fury, he named Louis's men as allies, men who would help him hunt the killers, a promise made in grief and a target painted in daylight. Warren Cass didn't die because of Louis. He died because of an old grudge, and Banta was standing in the wrong place at the wrong time, asking questions men didn't want answered. Cass's death wasn't the spark. It was the fracture, the moment the county split and Banta's name slipped into rumor. Captain William Banta stood at the center of a world split down the middle. Steady, loyal, honest, carved from cedar and limestone. Alexander Brown and J.W. Caldwell stood beside him. When standing beside anyone was dangerous. Quiet men, loyal men, men who held the line simply because it needed holding. Men Banta trusted without hesitation. J.P. Waldrop heard Julius's vow, and he answered. The Wolfpack rode into Grape Creek. Most fled into the cedar brakes, but 3 were taken and hanged. This wasn't justice. This was retaliation. The Wolfpack enforcing its will in the dark. Hannah Turknet endured what few women should. Her son and husband were taken, her family threatened, her world shaken. Yet she remained. Barbara Petch lived in the crossfire of divided loyalties. She saw fear rise and silence settle, and she wrote it down before it disappeared. Her ledger kept the names alive. Her memory kept the truth from slipping into dust. Major James Hunter carried Confederate authority, but lived in a world that refused to fit its lines. Married to a German woman, trusted by some, feared by others. He walked a tightrope between 2 communities. His orders fueled the tension. His presence marked the divide that never stopped closing in. Governor Pendleton Murrah stepped into office in the middle of chaos. Texas divided, loyalties splintering, the war already outpacing control. His orders carried consequences into the hill country, touching cabins he'd never see. Murrah lived in the political turmoil, trying to hold the fractured Texas together as the ground shifted under him. Sheriff Julius Splitgerber held a badge. in a county where badges didn't always protect you and sometimes made you a target. He balanced between families he knew and authorities who expected obedience, trusted by some, doubted by others. He wasn't just enforcing the law. He was trying to keep a fractured community from breaking. Some truths are written in ink, others in blood, ash, and silence. The Ridge remembers all of them, the men who stood their ground, the families who carried fear quietly, the neighbors who chose conviction over comfort, and the ones history tried to bury beneath rumor. This place holds the echoes of a war fought without battlefields, a war measured in whispers, where courage looked like staying when leaving might have been easier. The Ridge remembers the ledger, the riders, the shadows, the names spoken only in kitchens and in prayers. It remembers the truth that survived, carried by descendants, preserved in quiet stories, held by those who refused to let silence win. The Ridge remembers, and now, so do we.